The Beitbridge border post is expected to be very busy over the next few days. This as the borders open up from tomorrow and international travel is once more allowed. People will now be able to travel between South Africa and Zimbabwe, giving businesses a chance to recover from the lockdown. eNCA reporter Khayelihle Khumalo is in Musina and joins me live now. Khaya, I'm sure the town is buzzing in preparation for tomorrow, but I want you to tell us a little bit more about the control measures that will be in place from tomorrow when international travel will be allowed between us and our Zimbabwean neighbours.
Well, precisely, Annelie. There's a great deal of anticipation here. So, first and foremost, one of the key requirements is that the people who be crossing here, they should be in possession of their test results for COVID-19 that are negative. But also, most importantly, they must be within a period of 72 hours. Or, if you don't have that, you may face a mandatory quarantine. And, of course, you have to pay using your own cost. But already here in the border, there is a great deal of activities happening here. The trucks, and we know that the cargoes have always been allowed to move in this particular facility. And also the law enforcement agencies have been deployed here to make sure that they deal with all kinds of issues. So this is one of the most busiest borders in South Africa, the inland one in particular. And we know that after Tambo, the Beitbridge is one of the busiest in the country. And Musina municipality obviously finds itself in a very unique position where it's so close to Beitbridge. And joining us now is the municipality spokesperson, Mr. Tewu. So, Mr. Tewu, obviously, Musina municipality is in a very interesting location where you're close to Zimbabwe. Tell us about the impact when the borders were closed. I would imagine that really had a devastating impact.
Yeah, you will understand that Musina is a border town. And as a border town, we depend on cross-border trade for our business to grow. So it was very difficult for us during the lockdown period when there were no people crossing the border to Musina to conduct some business. Now that the borders are open tomorrow, we have hope that our business will grow again because we depend mostly from the people from Zimbabwe who come to Musina to buy stuff and go back to their country.
And just looking at the very positive impacts of migration, do you quantify the percentage in terms of their contribution to this economy?
Although I don't have proper stats, but I can say 80% of the business in Musina is from the cross-border traders who come to buy in Musina. During the time of lockdown, the business was very down, and it's still down now. But we hope that with the reopening of the borders, now we will have some positive impact on our business sector in Musina municipality.
And obviously one of the major challenges facing this area is the phenomenon of the border jumpers. Is it one of the issues that you've been looking at, perhaps working with law enforcement agencies in dealing with that?
Yeah, you will understand that when COVID came, we had our local command council, the district command council. Then we are working with the provincial command council to make sure that the problem is resolved. But you will understand that the border is a national key point. So the national government is doing everything possible to make sure that the issue of the border jumpers is addressed. It's not really the competence of the local municipality.
All right, so maybe just before I let you go, sir, I would imagine that one of your plea would be for authorities to make sure that come tomorrow everything runs smoothly.
Yeah, last week there was a visit here by people from the provincial government just to ensure that everything is ready here. We have a tour and we were satisfied that everything was in order. But I'm very sure that as of tomorrow, everything will be in good order. But we will also make sure, as a municipality, to work with all the relevant stakeholders to make sure that all the COVID-19 regulations are being adhered to when people come to Musina from the other side of the border.
All right, Mr. Tebu, thank you so much indeed for your time. So he's with the Musina municipality. So from their side, I mean, they do have all the measures in place to ensure that tomorrow it's a smooth operation and going forward into one of the very key ports of entry here in South Africa at the Beitbridge between South Africa and Zimbabwe.